Hi there, it's Jo. Wanted to sort of continue my last post talking about the fact that I am planning on having gastric sleeve surgery in Mexico in about 3.5 weeks. So in my last post, I talked about nutrition. I had visited a nutritionist locally to kind of talk about gastric sleeve, and I touched on protein, and I wanted to kind of come back to it because I think any conversation about gastric sleeve and nutrition kind of has to really include a commentary on protein. So the nutritionist I met with went there sort of straight away and talked about the fact that you really need about 70 grams of protein a day. And that if you look at sort of what's in like animal meat, animal protein, for example, something like chicken and turkey, pork tenderloin, fish and shellfish, and lean red meat all have about 21 grams per 3 ounces. And if you look at sort of your stomach size after gastric sleeve, you can see how just by eating pure meat, you're only getting 21 grams in 3 ounces, that getting to 70 every day could be a challenge. And so it's one that I guess I just want to be aware of and try to plan some strategies around. One of the things that sort of related to that I asked her about is hair loss. I have some experience with hair loss when I've lost weight rapidly, and I've read a bit about people that have experienced that after gastric sleeve. So I asked her about things like biotin and silica, which I had read can help. She said that she didn't actually think that they would make much of a difference, that it really came down to the protein. So for me, that's just like, yeah, another reinforcement about the importance of just making sure that I get enough. And so I'm going to kind of spend this weekend, I think, trying to kind of try out different like protein shakes, protein powders. I definitely have a lifestyle that's like on the go. I travel quite a bit. So I know that there's going to be times when probably like a prepackaged shake would be much more convenient. But I'd like to, as much as possible, be making kind of my own protein shake. So I do use kind of a whey powder now, and she gave me a couple of recommendations on brands. But I'm going to kind of try some out this weekend just to maybe try to find something that I might like before I have the surgery. Though I do understand sometimes people's tastes change after the surgery. So protein is one of the things that I took away from today. So again, this is just kind of a continuation for me of trying to meet with people to help advise me, to kind of be on my team, since I won't have that through my surgeon because he'll be in Mexico. And so the next appointment that I have is with my sort of regular doctor in about 4 or 5 days. So we'll be talking to her as well about perhaps what tests might I want to get at this stage, and then what might I want to get after the surgery. I am particularly interested in maybe getting just kind of like a standard panel of tests. Maybe most of you have that already. Like I haven't had my cholesterol tested in a while, my blood pressure tested in a while. I don't have a ton of like health problems. But part of why I want the surgery is to get the weight off to avoid those problems in the future. But I would be really interested to see like, where am I kind of pre-surgery, and then, 6 months from now, 12 months from now, 24 months from now, what happens kind of to my body, both from a nutritional perspective and just a health perspective. So more on that to come. Thanks.